28, 29 yards with the frag, so 100 something feet. Not even that. That can't be right. Welcome back to Disc and Ball's golf channel, where we may have finally found a competitor to the Deflector as the most overstable mid-range, like, in existence, perhaps. Today we're looking at the the Frag from Doomsday Discs. But before we get into that, only 8% of my watch time is from subscribers, so what are you doing, gentlemen? Like, hit the fucking subscribe button. It's right there. It's like the easiest little... I say gentlemen because I'd be calling out any lady viewers too.
If I had one! Sorry.
In my previous video, I had the Deflector up against an assortment of overstable mid-ranges. Got that Drew Gibson from the Berg Nerd video. If you haven't seen that, I think I'll remember to link it up in the top. But overstable Deflector, just an absolute beast. I don't have the Corpus Christi wind to fuck with it today. However, we're going to put these on varying degrees of ante. We're going to throw with the split grip, which should be a lot wobblier out of the hand, which will make it more difficult for it to come out of that dive. I have my old trusty beat to hell, this thing has seen some shit, Deflector. I have this proton deflector. The other one was a neutron. I have this proton deflector that I got from Chance. A little bit of wear, but not bad. And then I have a brand new, yet unthrown, metal flake proton deflector that we'll be comparing to the Frag. If I had to guess, I've thrown this a little bit. You can see it's a little bit dirty on the edges. So I've thrown this a little bit, and it really does seem almost like a mid-range version of a tilt. It is pretty insane. I think, if I have to estimate, I think it's probably going to beat the Deflector, but throwing will tell. It is a very soft plastic, kind of gummy. You can actually like put imprints with your fingernail if you try. That's so very interesting. So my plan here, I got this nice open field. My plan is to start with backhand because we're testing overstability here. Start with backhand, just rip it as hard as I can, flat, and I'm going to have a top-down drone view. Rip it as hard as I can flat. Hopefully it'll get a good trace out the little path, and then of course we'll go to forehand and just rip them. Try some varying degrees of angle. Bear Bite Discs, or Bear Bite Disc Golf, you know, everyone knows him.
Yo, Bird, it's 1 year and 17 days of challenge.
The tilt guy, he said that if he grips it like, you know, a fist, puts his thumb in and just does his little tilt toss, that these are some of the straightest discs thrown upside down that he's seen, which I'm intrigued about. I have, I don't know, maybe not quite his arm speed. I need to warm up a little bit. Not quite his arm speed, but it should be enough to determine like whether his estimate was correct, or if I'm seeing that's really straight 200 and something foot flight. Backhand, I don't think these are going very far. Forehand, I don't think they're going over 250. So let's get right into it. What a fucking piece of shit, dude. Fuck that phone. Fucking trash. What a piece of shit. Gosh, I fucking hate that thing so fucking much. Okay, let's get right into it with the working from most beat to least beat with the deflectors. Kind of see what they get up to. I have two discs out there. They're yellow. They should be showing up as dots in the overhead. We're going to try and start it a little right of those because I expect it to fade a lot. I want to try and keep as much of it in camera as possible. Didn't really reach back all the way, but that is good for maybe 180. A little hyzered. Pretty bad so far. I might have to do a rethrow. Problem is with flat is it really, as I'm pulling through, it's trying to get left. Oh, that's so silly. Let's go get those. 20, 28, 29 yards with the frag, so 100 something feet. Not, or not even that. That can't be right. We'll do one more backhand. They were trying to fight stable as I was releasing them, so I'd start like this pulling through, and eventually they'd end up a little bit off, or at least it felt that way. So, force the flat throw. Had a little more pop to it. Closer to 200, more of what I'd expect. These things are so overstable. Started that on a worse line and a lot lower. Kind of inconsistent with the throws. Okay, beefy deflector. Beefy new. Okay, a little more pop. Whew, felt that one. And the frag. A little bit better. Damn, that's insane. It just doesn't go anywhere, and that softer plastic doesn't skip either. Okay, so I'm gonna try and put these high enough that they can fight out, even if I put them on a lot of angle, because I want to start with as beefy as all these still are. Start with them probably at this big tall tree here. A little bit of Annie, not quite 45 degrees, but I don't know, 30-ish. Put it out there, let it fight back. Let's see what they all do. Neutron beat up deflector first. Oh, it's still fought out pretty good. That's probably close to 255. Kind of surprising. I didn't really expect it to be that stable anymore. Doesn't act like it out in the woods. Okay. The proton. Oh, that took a little longer. It was a worse angle, but interesting. Started a little more left too. Okay, the new proton. Where's my line? Yeah, up there. There we go, that's a little bit better. Actually gave that one some height. Looks kind of similar to the neutron, beat up neutron. There is a little thingy in my armpit. Okay, frag. Oh yeah, that's insane. That's just wild. Okay, so I think all of these can take a little bit more angle. I'm going to put them on the same height. Trying to throw them hard and pretty direct. Okay, it finally fought out. That's actually, that little flex is probably 260, 270. So, more of a distance flex. You can see it fluttering out there. Oh, proton. I think that guy's a little less beefy. I think I had that maybe a touch more angle, but really didn't even think about getting out of it. That was a little higher. Yeah. Kind of the same as the beat up neutron. Ah, fuck. All right, let's rip the flag. Rip the frag over as far as it can. Like, pretty cool stamp on this guy too. I don't think we can have too much angle with this guy at all. Nope, definitely not at that height. That's wild. So it looks like the Frag is just insane, like a mid-range tilt really. We'll do one more overhand, just kind of ripping them. Actually, let's start with the Frag, fuck it. Split grip. Still, I'm just gonna put this on a ton of fucking angle. That was almost like a baseball throw. Okay, well, kind of max distance. That's really just, I was so close to baseball. Oops, I said beefy to non-beefy. I'm really familiar with the deflector. I think I can land it between those two, or get it to kind of fly in between them. Oh, kind of caught that thing. Did I call it? I think I called it. Deflectors, it's still so good. Doesn't help that I hit that fucking wire. I didn't even think that was in play. Okay, this takes a little less angle. Yeah, it really does take a long time to kind of fight out. Chance your deflector's broken. No, I mean, it's Oregon woods. It makes perfect sense that that don't need something quite that monstrous. Honestly, when you said the Recluse was similar, I can see it, because that took a long time to get back to a sexy line. So, no contest. Frag just blows the deflector out of the water as far as overstability, potentially to the point of unusability for like all but the most like janky of upshots, maybe. So we'll do the little thumber type line and kind of give a final breakdown. So disclaimer, I never really throw flat thumbers. Usually my thumber grip is kind of like I'm going over the top. How do I grip it? It's been a little while. I usually do it with drivers, so it's a little bit different feel. But yeah, usually like kind of angled with the, usually like this, but with the mid-range it's a little funky. Unique, interesting. Some people like just the straight up pistol. And actually that almost feels better with this. However, Bear Bite said like this, thumb, grip. So we're gonna send it and see kind of how they fly. I'm trying to go under the telephone wire. If I throw any over, it's just me being trash. Okay. Unique. They don't really want to stay in the air like that, like at all. I got a good whip on that, but it's kind of like, oh gosh, that was pretty bad. That actually went almost like a, I mean, almost like a normal forehand, really. I was like a lefty spike hyzer? Yeah, that's a forehand. That might be easier though than throwing, I'm really bad at throwing forehand hyzer spikes, so maybe I just rip it over and just let it do its thing the other way. Interesting. Gosh, that's fucking beefy. It also sucks on your thumb. I can feel it like, so if I grip it like this, it kind of sucks. If I get it kind of more along the rim, it's getting some snap, but it fucking stings a little. On the thumb. Arm feels good. Arm feels pretty fresh. So yeah, let's see what this guy is up to. With the overstability of those guys, I don't know. I think this thing is gonna bite even harder, which maybe I'm putting it too much on this angle and not enough on Bear Bite's little kind of, he does kind of like a, I don't know, it's unique. Whatever. Anyway, going with this guy. Oh, you know what? That is straighter. Wow. It's like a tilt. You put it upside down and it's so much more reasonable. That is intriguing to me. Super wild. Well, there you have it. Congratulations to the Doomsday Discs Frag, being the most overstable mid-range in existence, perhaps. Do you know of any other crazy overstable mid-ranges? Do tell, because I think this guy, he is undisputed right now. Just the nastiest of overstable discs. I actually threw it back vertically back toward where it landed right here from over there, and that's what the same kind of thing I did with the tilt for max distance was just throw it vertically like a fucking baseball, and just finally kind of got a slow flip over in flight. So yeah, very tilt-esque, if you will, and that is insane in a mid-range. The numbers on it, 5205, and I think it suits it. I think you know, say what you will about flight numbers, this guy goes fucking nowhere, and it goes backhand, it goes left, forehand, it goes right. That's it. There's like, you know, not much in between. Then it's really nice. I love a good flex line, especially trying to work one direction or another, and the ability to like put something on as much angle as you want and have it still finish a reliable direction, I think is completely invaluable. So Deflector, a bit more workable than the Frag. However, as far as just beef king, this guy takes the cake. So congrats, Doomsday Discs, on your beautiful overstable mid-range. This, I mean, you know, didn't get a chance to play with it much in Corpus, but yeah, I think beat in a touch probably would have kicked the deflector out of the bag. Also, maybe in a little bit more durable plastic, which I'll have to look into, because this is, you know, like I said, a little squishy, probably beats in fairly quick if I had to. It's comparable to like a soft Challenger or soft roach kind of plastic, maybe with a little smoother texture on the outside than one of those ones where it's a little grippier. So check it out, Doomsday Discs. Is it doomsdaydiscs.com? I don't know. They're on Amazon also, but yeah, Frag gets my seal of approval as far as insane overstable mid-range. As always, thank you for watching, and hopefully I see you on the course.